What up, peeps? Nick Battle, aka Nino's Corner. Man, folks, look, we got a commitment. 5 star wide receiver out of St. Louis, Missouri, Ryan Wingo, 6'2", 210-pound wide receiver. He's a perfect boundary, guy here for this Texas team. It's going to be very needed here next year. With the simple fact that Mitchell's probably going to be gone next year. We're still just kind of up in the air with what's going to happen with Nayer as well with his injury, and just to see how strong he's going to come back. But Texas gets another 5 star guys, pushes us up to I think the ninth ranked team here per the On3 consensus, man. So this is a huge pickup for the Longhorns getting Ryan Wingo here from St. Louis, Missouri. But folks, prior to this, folks, let's go ahead, like, comment, subscribe to this channel. It helps them grow a lot. And also, if you're listening to this on the streaming podcast platform, which you should be, also like, comment, and subscribe and share that as well. But like I said, folks, look, Texas just gets the recent commitment from 5 star wide receiver Ryan Wingo, 6'2", 210-pound wide receiver from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm going to share the screen here. We're going to look at his On3 consensus here just to kind of show you guys exactly who he is and what kind of player he is. Let's get rid of this banner right quick. Folks, look at Ryan Wingo, man. He is the national top 26 player here in the country. The number 7th ranked player here in the country per the On3 consensus, a consensus 5 star guy, 96.67 ranking, and the number 2 ranked player in the state of Missouri per the On3 consensus. As you can see across the board, he's a 5 star pretty much for 247, 5 star for rivals as well. ESPN has him as a top 27 prospect, and On3 has him as the lowest ranked guy, as the number 92 ranked prospect in the country, but still has him as a 4 star high 4 star guy. What do we like about Ryan Wingo, folks? We like his size, being at 6'1.5", 6'2", or 210 pounds. Just understanding that we need that boundary guy, with probably AD Mitchell leaving this year, having Nayer here on campus as well, just depending on how his injury is going to be. Texas is stacking up in those skill position players because we just have to, folks. We have to, for the simple fact that we don't know what's going to happen. Like last year, we were depending on Nayer to be, the guy, man. And he got hurt. And so it forced a lot of, things here for the team as far as just our wide receiver rotation. This year, getting a guy, like Adonai Mitchell is outstanding. We've seen what that has done this year for this team. But now to actually supplement that with a guy like Ryan Wingo is outstanding. Question here from Cape. He's saying, "Are we done? For the wide receiver room?" Look, we don't know. To be honest with you, we don't know. Probably not. Sark is. You can tell that they're probably going to go to the portal this year, a lot like they did last year. They're probably going to go to the portal to look for some big fish because we're going to be losing a lot of wide receiver talent. Our starting wide receivers, if everything goes as planned, are going to be gone this year. Xavier Worthy is going to be a high draft pick this year. You know what I'm saying? Mitchell's going to be a draft pick. Jordan Whittington's going to be gone too this year as well. So I would expect if this staff does not go back to the actual trail to recruit, that there'll be 9 times out of 10 hitting that portal very hard to assure that they get the players that they need and deem necessary here for this team for the 2024 season. But for the recruiting standpoint, this team is recruiting lights out. From that standpoint, look, man, you got Wingo, you got Parker Livingstone as well. You got the boy. Look, man, they are set. I love what Texas is doing here for the wide receiver room. I'm excited about it too, Billy, man. He's a beast. Let's go ahead, folks. I want to take a look at his film. It's like I have you guys on here. Let's take a look at his huddle film, just so I want everybody to be able to see exactly what kind of player he is, because he's outstanding, man. And I don't think people realize just how good he is. So let's go ahead, move this over there. Boom, there we go. Blow the screen up so you guys can see just Ryan Wingo, man. He's outstanding. He is outstanding. This is a player, man, that you gotta love. You see him here on a punt return. Look at him, man. Just the fluidness. I mean, just the agility. And this is a guy that's a big frame guy. Like I said, he's 6'2", 210 already. He is doing his damn thing, man. You gotta love the big body receiver that he is. Sark did a great job last year of getting guys that weren't really big body receivers. They were more of the of the faster, smaller twitch guys, with the exception of DeAndre Moore. I think Moore was one of those guys that was he, I think Moore's like a bigger body frame, but you see guys like Jonte Cook, who seems to me like he's just a little bit bigger version of Worthy, which is going to be outstanding. You're seeing Niblett, who's a fast guy, 400 meter guy as well. And then, Moore being like that physical slot guy, kind of like, like a Jordan Whittington starter pack, right? But now we didn't get that big body wide receiver in last year's cycle, but now we get him this year with Ryan Wingo. And so we're seeing, man, look at him, man. He is a physical presence. He's a physical beast. You see him line up in the boundary, and he's nice, fluid moves, good speed, gets behind his folks, and there he is. To the house. To the house. Texas is now, for this recruiting cycle, 3 5-stars with Colin Simmons, Ryan Wingo, and also Brandon Baker. If I'm not mistaken, this moves Texas up to the number 9th ranked team here in the recruiting cycle. And Texas is not done, folks. Texas is not done. There's a lot of recruiting left on the trail here. Texas is doing their thing, folks. 6-1. 6-1, man. 6-1, recruiting well, playing well, and things are just on the up and up for this team. So look, this is a guy who anytime he gets his hands on the ball, man, pause, look at that, bam, look at it, there it is. The good moves, the good speed, the good physicality. Those are things that you love to see in the wide receiver. I'm excited about the pick, man. You guys let me know what you think about this, man. I'm excited about it. I am truly excited about it. I'm going to stop this film here in a minute, or what I do is, how about this? Let's go side by side with the film. I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to continue to talk. I'm going to put comments up so I can see. There we go. Yeah, Billy, exactly, man. We'll probably add another player here in the portal, a player or two. We're going to be losing a lot of talent this year, folks. There's going to be attrition that's going to come here either through the draft, folks leaving as well. Look, man, Worthy's gone. Mitchell's probably going to be gone. Whittington's gone. We're still trying to see what the health is going to be of Nayer. A guy like Casey Kane, what's going to happen with him? So this room is going to go from a plus to really thin after this year, unless Texas goes to the portal and does some great things. And I got confidence that Texas is going to go to the portal and do great things. Not worried about it at all. Think we can flip Hudson. I know, he visits A&M, but I'd love to get him on an official. Who knows, man? To be honest with you, from all the rumblings, it seems like he's very happy with Texas Tech. Right. And so, look, you recruit to the whistle. You never know what might happen. Anything can happen. Coaches move, coaches changes, who knows? But this is why this staff recruits to the whistle. You just think, folks, last week, a lot of people thought that this recruitment was over. They thought he was going to Missouri. Everybody thought he was going to Missouri. Texas, kind of sweeps in and does their thing here, man. Recruits to the whistle to the last minute, and they end up pulling this off here. And so this is outstanding for Texas, just from a recruiting standpoint, to understand that when Sark wants a guy, he goes and gets his guys, man. And we've seen that with the Brandon Bakers. We've seen that with the Derek Williams. Even with, like the Malik Murphys and the Manny Muhammad's. Like when Sark wants a guy, he goes and gets his guys. And we've seen him with the offensive line, last year and also the year previous. Going to go get a guy like Kelvin Banks Jr., going to go get a DJ Campbell. This is big time stuff, man. Big time stuff here for this team. Isaac, what's going on, man? Haven't seen you in a while. So Isaac says big time W. Yes, this is a big time win here for Texas. This is a big time win here for this staff. You can see him, no kidding, taking the spot of a Mitchell, so his spot right now, so Adonai Mitchell's spot. You can see exactly just the mold that he's going to fit. And I'm telling you, man, he's going to be outstanding. Sark's going to scheme guys like this open. You're seeing exactly what he's doing, man. Yeah, Billy, you're right. Cook, Moore, Wingo, Freddie DuBois, Livingstone. Yes. We still got Casey Kane there as well. You're going to add some guys from the portal. You're looking at a very talented wide receiver room. So you're looking at 5-star Cook, high 4-star DeAndre Moore, 5-star Wingo, high 4-star Freddie D. Livingstone is a 4-star who was putting up, no kidding, some freaky numbers before he got hurt this year. I think one game he had like 12 catches for 297 yards or something like that. It was something ridiculous. He's putting up freaky numbers, returning kicks, returning punts, everything. This wide receiver room is going to be very young, but they're going to be very talented. I'm very interested to see Cook. just to see how he is going to mature into his position next year. Because I think anybody with eyes knows that he got the juice. He's going to be a guy that's going to play a lot next year. He's going to start next year and do his thing. And the same thing, man, Wingo's going to have an opportunity to come in here and shine, especially at that boundary position. You can see a guy like him, a guy like Parker Livingstone as well, fighting for that job there at the boundary. Nayer as well. It's gonna be a lot of competition, But iron sharpens iron, folks. If you go and take a look at this back into I would say the old days of Texas football. You had Roy Williams and you had Sloan Thomas and Tony Jefferson and B.J. Johnson, and then you had guys underneath them, man. You had guys like the Robert Timmons that were there, and the George Walkers, and Shipley came in after that, and the Quan Cosbys, and the Lyman Swedes, and the Billy Pittmans, man, and the Brian Carters. I mean, look, I'm naming some names, man, because those are the guys. Texas was stacking talent like crazy. And that is what Texas is doing right now. They are stacking a lot of crazy. Kate, what are you saying? Do you think Evan Stewart can enter the portal? Nah, man. I mean, what's he going to do? Enter for 1 year and have to go learn a new system? Well, I shouldn't say that. It's not like the system he's running up there in College Station is a real system. But I mean, look, Evan Stewart's time to enter the portal would probably have been this year. It'd been a perfect opportunity, for him to go to the portal. He's the guy there. He's the guy who's playing big time ball at Texas A&M. Everybody understands the talent he is. The guy's a hell of a draft pick. He's going to be a first or second round draft pick. His measurables are great. Speed's great. But yeah, we got to worry about the players here at Texas. And I think Texas is doing a great thing with the guys that they have. Guys, just let me know here in the comments what you think about Texas getting Ryan Wingo. I'm excited. I love the pickup. I think this is an outstanding thing here for Texas. And also, hey, folks, if you want to dial into this, let me know. I will drop the link in the chat, and I'll let you guys come in and talk to your boy if that's what you guys want to do. So we can start having some open dialogue and some conversation. So let me drop that link in the chat. And if you guys want to dial in, hit that link, man. Hit that link. And I have you on the screen. We can dial in. Yes, Bobby Hansen. Defensive players are a must, especially on the defensive line. I think that we've picked up some really good players in the line with January, Robinson. Of course, Colin Simmons. We got Simmons is a beast. One thing that I would love for Texas to go is also to focus just on some more dynamic edges, man. We got him. We got Zena, but. Look, man, we got to get as many guys on that front seven as we can as possible. But Texas is looking bright for the future, folks. We're looking very bright for the future. We're seeing what this talented freshman core that Sarkis recruited this year, what they're doing. You're seeing, we know what Derek Williams is doing, right? We're seeing what Manny Muhammad's doing. Lord, he's good. We're seeing on the offensive side of the ball, we're seeing Cedric Baxter light up and do great things, right? We're seeing Anthony Hill. We're seeing him do his thing. We also saw Leona LaFalle get some playing time here in this last game as well. This freshman class is coming in and doing their thing. Jonte Cook, when he's on the field, he's a problem. He's a problem. I'm surprised we haven't seen him play a lot more. So the guys that Sark is recruiting, you're seeing them fit this system. And them, them actually fitting this system, we're starting to see this system kind of open up. And I love it. I love it. Anthony Smith. There's a couple people I want from Texas A&M to hit the portal. Real talk. There's a couple people I want from A&M to decommit. Right? I mean, it would be freaking awesome if just a few of these guys would decommit because look, it's A&M. I don't like them. So yeah. Cape says, what happened to Chris Ross? Look, man, Chris Ross isn't on the team anymore. I mean, I think that was reported about Orange Bloods first. Not mistaken, it was Aaron Richardson who was the first to report on that. So he's no longer with the team. It is what it is. But we need more defensive players, man. Look, hey guys, if you want to, talk about this on the dial-in line, just hit that link in the chat. I just, hit it up. Let's take a look. Isaac says, I think what happened to Amiri here at Texas happens to Nayer, especially if we go into the portal to grab a productive receiver. I think Nayer is gone. Too much talent to work with. That injury hurt. Yeah, that injury hurt. It did. It hurt Nayer a lot. It did, but I see a guy like Wingo who could potentially fill in that position for Nayer. But yeah, there's a lot of talent here. And Sark, look, this is what happens in big time sports. Guys get hurt, but you cannot stop recruiting a position because you like a guy, right? And so Isaac's right, man. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Nayer here for the next year, this next offseason, because you go into the portal, you get Mitchell, and you basically have him come in to be Nayer as Nayer gets healthy. Can can Nayer come back and do his thing and do great things? Absolutely. But the road is going to be hard coming off that knee injury. And I'm a big fan of Nayer. I think this team last year, I don't think they go 8-4 last year if Nayer's on this team. I think this team is a 10-2 team last year with Nayer. I think that's how important he was to this team. And when he's not on that team, we're forcing X Man to do things that he's not used to doing, if that makes sense, folks. So yeah, Isaac, I'm totally with you on that one. Next comment, yeah, Billy's laughing. Yeah, Billy, I'm with you, man. I hope a lot of folks hit that portal or what from A&M. Yeah, man. Look, Isaac, look, I do too, man. He's just, he's a trooper. I want to see him get some playing time. Hopefully, Texas can start blowing out a lot of people, so that we can see him play. But yeah, man, he's an outstanding talent. Maybe this will be a redshirt year for him. He has his medical year from last year. We'll see what happens. Um, I hope he can come back, but I agree it will be tough. Yeah, man, it's going to be a definite uphill battle for him. But folks, tell me what you think about Nayer. Not Nayer, Ryan Wingo, man, five-star wide receiver from St. Louis, Missouri. Look, man, number 27 ranked, the number 26 ranked player in the on-three consensus. Outstanding player at the high school level, one of the best prospects in the country. Like I say, a five-star guy. Texas has 3 5-stars now here for this class. Ryan Wingo, Brandon Baker, and also Colin Simmons. And I'm telling you, man, those are guys that are going to be game changers. Those 5-star guys come in and do great things for you. And we're seeing with Texas, our 5-star offensive players, Emmanuel Muhammad, what's he doing? He's playing a lot, and he's playing damn good. Derek Williams, he's playing a lot, and he's doing what? He's playing damn good. Anthony Hill, he's playing a lot, and he's looking like he's one of the best players on this team as a true freshman. Does he get lost in space sometimes? Yes, but he's a true freshman. What do you expect? Right? But he's still coming out and he's doing his thing, and he's able to overcompensate some of his faults just from his athletic ability. Another 5-star guy, CJ Baxter. What is he doing? He looked great last game, right? You see what Sark is doing. He's building that floor. Kelvin Banks Jr., 5-star, started since day one. Campbell, 5-star offensive lineman, number 1 player in our class 2 years ago. What is he doing now? Starting at the right guard position. So we see that to be a successful team, and I'm not saying every team has to be this, but man, it makes it so much easier when you have guys that are of that ilk, 5-star talent. All right. And so Chris Thomas says here, Kobe Black next. Let's hope so. Kobe Black, another 5-star, game changer. You see his body right now. He looks like a college athlete. He kind of reminds you of his ex-teammate, Jelani McDonald, and just how his frame was in high school. Man, Kobe Black is outstanding. He plays all over the field, cornerback, nickel. He's playing safety. He's returning. I mean, he can play anywhere. He's a guy that when he comes in here, he's a guy that's going to be competing for playing time day one. You got to love Kobe Black, folks. You got to love Kobe Black. Abe's going on, man. So what do you think about Michigan cheating scandal? Yeah. It happens. I mean, go. How about this? Listen to the coaches that we're talking about, like Dion and Matt Rule, and see how much they care about it. They don't. They don't at all, because it probably happens everywhere. Isaac says, who would you comp Nayer to? Ooh, Wingo to. Who would I comp Wingo to? That's a good one. I don't know. I gotta look at that. I gotta look at that film some more. Because boundary wide receivers are hard to kind of comp to. His size is just different. And the first thing that you want to comp to is just you always look for like the most famous player. But look, I'm gonna go look at his film some more. I don't really have a great comp right now, but that's a good question. That's a great question. All I know is that he's uber talented, man. He's going to help us out a lot. He's going to help us out a whole lot next year, a whole lot, and we're going to need that at that boundary position next year. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's an early guy, so I think he comes in January. So that's going to help to have the spring training, the summer training, and also the fall training as well, so that way, if he does indeed have to play and have to play a lot, he has gotten enough of the practice reps and enough of the offense installed, and actually learned so that he can be one of those guys that can contribute early once he gets here on campus. But yeah, folks, look, man, we've been going for about 20 minutes. I'm going to end this one because I have to get ready for another podcast at was it 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. The SEC Connect, myself, Steven from Fanatic Perspective, Tyler, Ty Hayes from ATS Sports, Jay from Unfair Sports, and Chris from the Hornstown Podcast. We have our SEC Connect show starting here in an hour. So, folks, man, appreciate you guys dialing in. Leave a comment. Just kind of let me know what you think about this recent, commitment here from Ryan Wingo, 5-star wide receiver out of St. Louis, Missouri, 6'2", 210 pounds. Another 5-star added to this class for Sark's number 9th ranked class here in the country, with more to follow. Should be a great offseason here, not offseason, but a great season here when it comes to recruiting as Texas finishes up this season and into the early signing day period in December. But folks, man, appreciate you dialing in. Horns always up. Hook 'em all day long.